Hi guys, it's Alison Ogden. You might know me from building the band. I'm so excited to be here. Don't need permission, made my decision to test my limit. Who would be my dream collection out of everybody on the show? So I'm very much an everything happens for a reason kind of person, so I don't think that I would change anything as far as my decision making ended up going and who I ended up pairing up with. But I mean, I had so many conversations with people on the show that you guys didn't get to see. Like I had a lot of conversations with Brianna specifically and Wenely. I had a lot of conversations with Erica too. They, Frequency had asked like if I was open to doing 4 people, and I was like, I hadn't really gotten to speak with Nori very often, so I didn't feel super comfortable getting into a group with all of them. And then obviously, like I think they found a really perfect pairing. They ended up winning the show. But I love those girls, so I would have been really happy to work with them. In retrospect, I'm like, Nori and I get along fucking phenomenally, so I'm sure that would have worked out really well, but I wouldn't change anything. Editing is definitely everything with reality TV. Of course, there always needs to be a villain, and I think we all know who that is as far as building the band goes. I think everything happens for a reason, like I was saying before, so I'm grateful for whichever part that I'm playing on the show, and it has brought a lot of really exciting new things into my life that I don't think would be happening if I hadn't received that edit. But I mean, just as a human being, of course, we're all so multifaceted, and I do wish my actual heart and soul and like the fun, silly sides of me got to be shown a little bit more. That's a little disheartening just to see so much of how my conversations were manipulated, or like certain shots were shown at certain times just to, of course, make there be drama for clicks and reviews and reactions and things of that nature. So I'm not really upset by it. I'm just taking everything in stride and focusing on the positives. But it would definitely be nice if more of the behind the scenes like bonding moments, especially with my band, got to be shown, just because there were so many positives and the show makes it seem like it was all just a bunch of drama all the time, and it really wasn't. So I wish a little bit more of that got to be shown, you know? I can't really speak for what other people were doing in their personal time, but I definitely know that there were some things going on behind the scenes other than just me and Connor. I'm so into you, I can barely. I've gotten a lot of love, especially from people in Brazil. Shout out Brazil. They have been so supportive, and I've gotten a lot of love from a lot of people, so I'm really just grateful for all of that. But I mean, there are definitely some haters for sure. I've gotten some really, really, really crazy messages that I'm just like, whew, okay, we're getting a little too comfortable on the internet, if I'm being honest. But I mean, my plan is really just to release the most me, the best music that I possibly can, and whoever loves me, and I'm grateful for them. And you're not gonna always be everybody's favorite person, so I can't expect every single person from the show or anyone that sees my music to be my biggest fan. But I'm working on just helping people that are open to it get to know who I really am. I go live a lot on TikTok, which I think has helped with getting to like have conversations with people that have watched the show, getting to know them getting to know me. But yeah, I mean, I guess with some people it's an uphill battle just because they're walking into the conversation with a preconceived notion that they don't like me off of the edit. But I'm trying. We never had a closing conversation on whether or not Sweet Seduction was going to remain a band or not. I think it was really just an unspoken understanding. Haley and I were really, really quite close on the show and after the show, and spent a lot of time together after the show, whether it be like FaceTime calls or her visiting LA a few times. Like, that was really, really fun, and we maintained a really, really close relationship up until the show was released. So I'm not too sure about where that stands now, just because I've been left in the dark a little bit with that, which is a bit disheartening, if I'm being honest. But we never had a closing conversation about the band at all. I knew that Elise and I were not going to remain close, so I think that's a bit where the unspoken understanding stems from. And I can't speak for her and Haley's relationship, but I mean, Haley and I have talked about that aside as well. So I guess the day we got eliminated was the day that Sweet Seduction ended, even though we all said on screen it would be silly to ask if we would not be together. I really, really did want to release music with them. I thought we would be silly not to, and we could always all pursue solo careers was my mindset. Like, if you guys want to have a band and also do your own thing, I think that's cool. Like, why not? But it just never really ended up coming to fruition, and I'm not very surprised by that, to be honest. I was definitely surprised by the social media post because I personally would never say anything bad about anybody in the cast. So my most recent song is called Sweet Surrender. Clearly I have something with the word sweet going on in my life because one of my first songs was Sweetest Sound, and then of course I was in Sweet Seduction, and then my newest song was Sweet Surrender. I actually wrote that with Mandy from the show, so we've gotten really, really close, even though we didn't end up being in a group together. So that's been really, really lovely to have her work with me on some of my music, and I've worked on hers with her, some stuff that's not released yet, so that's been exciting. But as far as what I'm going to be releasing moving forward goes, definitely along the lines of Sweet Surrender. I love all of the other music that I have out, but I'm stepping more into my like dirty, baddie, pop girl energy with that kind of stuff. Like stuff we can dance to and really do like the full pop star moment. I'm gonna be doing an EP album type of situation soon, so I'm really excited about that because I've only done singles thus far. So it's exciting for me to finally release a full body of work and not just little individual moments of where I'm at in life, just really talk about one whole situation, and then do music videos and all the works. And I've got other avenues that I'm working on in performing arts too that I'm really excited about. So it's all very exciting. I mean, there are definitely things that I wish that my delivery were better, 100%. I am somebody that stands on business, like the sides of me that some people don't like that are very direct and driven and like gonna go for what I think I deserve and all of that, 100% stand on that. I will always be that person, and I really value that side of myself, especially just as a woman. Like, I think so many times women are told to minimize themselves so that they can be like nice and respectful, and like I want to be a fucking boss in business, you know? Like, I fully intend to keep that side of me alive and well. That being said, people do need to be spoken to in a certain way, so there are some things that I would, of course, change my delivery moving forward. I have a lot of new music coming out. So far, my newest release is called Sweet Surrender, that I actually wrote with Mandy Rose from Building the Band as well. That is my favorite song that I have out by a landslide. As far as plans for the future goes, there's definitely an EP on the way. I don't have a set date that I'm allowed to say quite yet, but it will be very, very soon. I promise there will be at least a new single in the next month or so. I have a show on August 30th with Shift Crawl in Los Angeles. I've got a show in September in New York, and I will be posting so many more things about shows, releases on all of my socials. All of them are at It's Alison Ogden. And remember, Alison has one L because it's Alison, not Alison. Hi, my name is Alison Ogden, and you've just been buzzed.